With the world now aware of his identity as Iron Man, Tony Stark must contend with both his declining health and a vengeful madman with ties to his father's legacy. Hello everyone and welcome to another movie review. And before I continue, if you hear big bangs outside, someone's doing fireworks. So, kind of day was just not yesterday, but the day before. They should have done it that night, not tonight. They're doing it tonight, apparently. Iron Man 2. This movie came out back in 2010. It was nominated for 1 Oscar. It had another 7 wins and 44 more nominations. The director of this movie is Jon Favreau. The writers, Justin Theroux, he worked on the screenplay, and it's based on the Stan Lee and Don Heck comic books. Yeah. The main cast is Robert Downey Jr., Mickey Rourke, Gwyneth Paltrow, Don Cheadle, Scarlett Johansson, Sam Rockwell, Samuel L. Jackson, Clark Gregg, John Slattery, Gary Shandling, Paul Bettany, Kate Miller, Leslie Bibb, Jon Favreau, Christiane Amanpour, Philip Bourgeois, James Bethia, Michael Bruno. I'm trying to fit this in because after this I gotta go to bed. It's 10:42 p.m. Yeah. So, my thoughts on this movie. To me personally, it is actually a really good movie. Some people didn't like this movie, and I totally understand why. Let's go over everything, shall we? The graphics for its time and type, 2010. I have to say they were pretty damn good. Not the best of its time, definitely not. I saw other movies come out around this time that had much better graphics, so that's probably another weaker thing about this movie. Action is actually pretty damn phenomenal. I have nothing wrong with the action itself. The cast, overall, for what they were given, I think that they did a great job. Yeah, nothing wrong with the cast. Again, it's Don Cheadle in this one, and in the first one, it was and this is coming off of the first one. Well, the first one was amazing. So the second one, you would think it wouldn't be as good, and yeah, it definitely isn't. As I've said before, Don Cheadle versus the one that was in the first one, which was Cuba Gooding Jr. I prefer Cuba Gooding Jr. over Don Cheadle. Not to say that Don Cheadle is a bad actor. He's not. He's actually a very good actor. I just find Cuba Gooding Jr.'s acting is much better than his. Yeah. If I had to pick an actor that went above and beyond, Scarlett Johansson. Yeah. This was the time when she was just becoming popular as an actress again. Yeah. And her fame has just skyrocketed since this movie. I forgot that this is where she first started out as her character. I thought it was in the first Avengers movie, and I turned this on. And I'm like, oh yeah, that is her. When we finally got to the first scene with her, when I finally got to the first scene with her in this movie, I was like, yeah, oh yeah, that is her. That is her. Wow, I forgot that she was in this one. Yeah, so she's the one that went above and beyond for me. Uh, on to the weakest part of this movie, the story. Not to say that it was bad, it just felt awkward at times. The plot, I understand where they wanted to go with it, and to me personally, it's actually a good plot. A good plot. Um, Not to spoil too much about this movie, but I do need to say something. Like I said, I do know. I, I I did feel like I know what they wanted to do with it, and for the most part, it was a good plot, and it was. I'm sorry for saying this, everyone. I know it's a spoiler. It's like the character Tony Stark is having a midlife crisis, if you will, if you will. They did the same thing in Iron Man 3, but in Iron Man 3, it actually worked a lot better, a lot better. This one, however, it just felt awkward, and it wasn't written all that great. I think to me, that's another weak part of it. It wasn't really written all that good. It really wasn't. Uh, what saves it is the main plot, which was a good plot. It just fell flat a little bit because it wasn't written too great. That's my. Those are my main issues with this movie. I know a lot of people liked it, and there was other people, a lot of people that didn't like this movie. And I do understand why, and I don't, and quite frankly, I don't blame them. I don't. Uh, but I still like this. I still really enjoy this movie for what it is. And 2. And all the users combined, IMDb gives this movie a 7 out of 10. And I don't agree with the rating. I see what the rating I gave it a while back, and I actually agree with it. I agree with it. So I give this movie a 6 out of 10. 6 out of 10. Yeah. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this. And if you love this movie or didn't love this movie, you can let me know in the comment section down below. Let me know what you think, what your thoughts are. I always love your comments, whether you love the movie or hate it. You can like this video if you like this review. And you can subscribe to my channel if you love my content. So thank you all for taking time to watch. And join me next time for another movie review I intend to do soon. I am out.